I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. What's up, everybody? I'm Chalfant, and welcome to Chalfant TV. I am an educator and school principal turned BTS enthusiast, and on this channel we dive deep into BTS, and I provide my perspective from my life experiences and also my experience as an educator. So we're going to be diving deep into J-Hope for these next few weeks, all the way up to Suga's birthday. And in today's video, I'm going to listen and react to J-Hope's single Hope World and one verse. Let me kind of lay out what these next few weeks is going to look like. This video is going to include one verse, and in a future video, I'm also going to react to Boy Meets Evil. But I'm going to go through Hope World kind of track by track and probably double up some of those songs just because there's not a lot of time before Suga's birthday. And after I watch, listen, and react to each of those songs, there's also an explanation video, I think by DKDK-TV. So I'll listen, watch, and react to that after all of that's said and done. I'm also going to sprinkle in a few documentaries about J-Hope throughout, and of course some funny videos about him as well. If you've ever thought about supporting me or this channel, there are two exclusive deals that are available just on this channel. The first is a free 30-day trial to Amazon Plus, and the second is a free 30-day trial to Audible Plus. Those are free for you to sign up, cancel at any time, and I receive a $5 commission, so consider it. And I also have a Patreon page where there's been a lot going on there as well. The links to all of those are in my description below. So we're going to start out with J-Hope's Hope World. I'm first going to listen to this and vibe out a little bit, and then I'll rewatch it with the lyrics and see if I can get the meaning of the song. Water.
My life 희망적 vibe 부정보다는 긍정 type 이름 카페 but ain't no price 나 순정파 거침없는 날 즐겨해 효과 속된 말 내 음악에서 나를 말하자면 melody DJ 주어진 환경에 감사하는 인생 삶에 대한 기대가 만든 인생 내 자신을 믿고 일을 하는 이 style respect My father, mother 그 길을 담아 건네받은 my point 모토에 맞게 뛰어 이게 나만의 here 내 세상의 cheers Hello to my whole world 내 세상인 girl 나만의 이야기 달려해줘 in my life Okay.
All of his songs just have like this funky vibe to it, and it also speaks to some of the covers of his work too. I know Chicken Noodle Soup had all these colors, and obviously Hope World has all those colors too.
This is star, this is mine 비슷비슷한 이들 이 신동체 time 함께 해보자 여긴 장소와 모두 알아 낙스난 넘어간다 자 알차게 당차게 마치 낙관주의자답게 그저 즐겁게 다 함께 수명이 100초가 돼보는 거야 세상에 자신을 대입해 믿음을 가져 종교처럼 amen 의미를 주고 싶은 게 내 마음이 들게 받기만 하면 돼 Feel like Friday Hello to my whole world 내 세상인 girl 나만의 이야기 달려해줘 in my life Okay shout out to my whole world 그 누가 됐던 둘다 세상에 한 바퀴 소설 같은 나만의 feel
That beat change is good. That funky robotic sound. Alright, so I love the sound and the feel of the song. You know, it started out with the sound of bubbles and sounding like the song like almost took place underwater. And then I saw the line about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and obviously that's a Jules Verne book. So it makes sense that there was water at the beginning, and I'm wondering if J-Hope's like, this is Hope World, right? Welcome to my world. And the fact that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is just defining this very deep part of the ocean, almost impossible, right? I think the ocean can only be up to like 4 or 5 leagues deep or something like that, which is like 3 miles or something. And I actually didn't think I would come into this song knowing any background knowledge, but it sounds like I might already. So I'm wondering if, you know, the meaning of the song, before I even dive into the actual lyrics, is like, hey, welcome to my life, but I'm just forewarning you that it's really deep here as well. So now I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to focus on the lyrics.
My life 희망적 vibe 부정보다는 긍정 type 이름 카페 but ain't no price 나 순정파.
Living up to your name is like a huge statement to be able to say, but also to say like, I'm gonna give it to you for free, ain't no price for it. I think that's an interesting take on it.
이름 카페 but ain't no price 나 순정파 거침없는 날 즐겨해 욕과 속된 말 내 음악에서 나를 말하자면 멜로디
I want to go back to that real quick. I enjoy curses and the vulgar words, but he's like, but I don't use it in my music. You know, it reminds me of like, here I am as an educator or school leader driving to school, and I always wondered like if these people knew what kind of music I was listening to, you know, at 7 a.m. in the morning before I got to school. It would be hilarious to think about. I think that also just proves like you can grow up and get whatever jobs you might aspire to, but who you are as a person or where you come from kind of so solidified inside you. So don't judge me if I listen to gangster rap in the morning before school, before going and meeting with elementary school kids.
Hello to my whole world 내 세상인 girl 나만의 이야기 달려해줘 일만을 Okay shout out to my whole world 그 누가 됐던 돌자 세상에 한 바퀴 소설 같은 나만의 feel.
So I also know it's either the book 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea would equate to like one trip around the world, which ties into the other lyrics that he just used to, like one trip around the world. And I'm guessing he probably really enjoyed that book or something.
Yeah, 빠져보는 것, yeah, 파헤쳐보는 것, yeah, 부딪혀보는 것, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is star, this is mine, 비슷비슷한 이들 이 신동체 time 함께 해보자 여기 잡수와 모두 알아 낙스난 데모하자 차차게 당차게 마치 낙관주의자답게 그저 즐겁게 다 함께 수명이 100초가 돼보는 거야 세상에 자신을 대입해 믿음을 가져 종교처럼 amen 밀어주고 싶은 게 내 마음이 들게 받기만 하면 돼 feel like saying hello to my whole world 내 세상인 girl 나만의 이야기 달려해줘 일만을 Okay shout out to my whole world 그 누가 됐던 돌자 세상에 한 바퀴 소설 같은 나만의 feel.
He has that a lot. In Born Singer that happened where his part would like fade to the background when he's rapping. He said that a lot, and I talked about that with RM in Born Singer as well. He talks about optimism here, but it is this belief in yourself. And when you are successful at something, there had to have been a huge, deep sense of self-belief, because there's going to be so many people to tell you that you're not going to be able to do something too. And some people use that as motivation. So I enjoyed Hope World. I'm wondering if that funkiness is going to continue throughout all of his solo tracks that I listen to. Because this is BTS, although it's just J-Hope, by himself anyway. I'm guessing he probably structured his mixtape in such a way that the songs are probably connected and it's good to listen to them in order, which I will. I wanted to listen to this now closer to his birthday just because I think some people might be searching for it. So that's why I wanted to listen to it first. And these next few songs I listened to with One Verse and Boy Meets Evil, which will come up in a future reaction. Those are his early on solo tracks. So I am planning to listen to the Hope World mixtape in order that they are in the actual mixtape itself. So now I'm gonna listen and vibe out and react to One Verse. And I'll probably listen to it again, dive into the lyrics, and then it looks like there's a short 1 minute interview with BTS where J-Hope might perform some of the song too. Woo! I love the feel already.
나 쿨하게 까내려가 시종과는 배란을 저주로 와 2년 반 동안 불같은 이 신을 참관하며 번관하기 이 내공이 이제는 반응할 때야 거침없이 남바라기 희롱의 파파라치 다 하나같이 모델 두기를 겨냥하지 내 하늘 담아드릴게요 나 들으면서 자각하게 real 나가면은 나왔어 이게 내 좌우명 할 거는 나오면 사는 shit 나 똑같이야 너 본질에 맞춰 커리어 쌓아가기 모두의 수박이 되고 난 그걸 깨기 위해 그동안 미루며 피나는 노력이 결실음을 자동조차가 없었다 호가 걸레 문란 보가 폭다 폭발 verse라 쳐도 호가 잠 못 있게 해요 몰리게 해요 내 팬들도 모두 다 걸리게 해요 헤이러들에겐 또 쏠리게 해 인과 응보 이제 뿌린 대로 걷어 호평은 날 숙이게 하거면 욕들을 먹으면 고바라 소화시켜 다 똥으로 싸지를 거야 많은 부스타 나 원하는 대로 감춰 내 걸린 대로 걷가 애초에 상대가 안돼내 육체는 팔자 아래 다 걸리적거리는 간에 내 나이답게 두 땅에 내 팬들이 일터준 대로 이제 사뿐이지를 봐봐 내 형제들과의 노력 배로 너 곁에야 입신윤명 more One person
Alright, I love the feel of that song. I think that sounds more traditional in an American sense of, some of the rap songs that I've listened to before. It's got this mixture of like this auto-tune feel, but like this passive sarcasm that goes throughout. I caught some of the lyrics, but I was just trying to vibe out as much as I can. But before I dive into those lyrics, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video now. It's just a 1 minute. It looks like they're sitting around kind of like Tiny Desk feel, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So let's watch it.
J-Hope 씨, 방금 약 1시간 전에 공개곡을 공개하신 걸로 알고 있는데 이 간단한 한 말씀 부탁드립니다. 어떻게 공개하게 된 건지 어떤 소감 이런 것들 말씀 부탁드려요.
아니 그냥 소감보다 한 소절이 어때요?
진짜 2년 반 만에 처음으로 여러분들께 첫 공개곡을 들려드리는 건데 고민을 많이 했었어요. 되게 고민 끝에 나온 뭔가 결과물이라서 어땠나요? 괜찮았나요?
여러분 멋있죠?
자, 한 소절 해야 돼.
네, 좋습니다.
깔끔하게 verse 해줘.
최초 공개입니다.
J-Hope 나 이름 시작해 기름치를 늘 도던 채 바뀌는 멈춰 부부쳐 내가 지르 모여라 한 가지들 보여줄게 내 카드를
네, 여기까지 하겠습니다. 멋지다. 네,
It's great to see all of them together just like that, having fun. So now I'm going to listen to the song again, try to see if I can get a better understanding of the song itself.
Hey. Whoa, whoa. Hey. J-Hope 나나 이름 시작해 기름지름 늘 돌던 재파기름 멈춰 부부쳐 내가 지름 모여라 한 가지름 보여줄게 내 칼질름 도련의 쏟은 거지름 잡히 다 떨어진 믿음 다 혹하면 튀는 비둘기들 영못 잡지가 피름 나 쿨하게 까내려가 시중 관음해라 내 저지름 와 2년 반 동안 불같은 이 신을 참관하면 방관하기 이 내공이 이제는 반응할 때야 거침없이 남발하기 희롱의 파파라치 다 하나같이 모델 두기를 겨냥하지
There's going to be a lot in this that I didn't get even through that. I was like, I don't even know what that word means. So I'm going to open up Dual Set after this and look too, because I'm guessing that there's probably some wordplay going on that I just am not going to know. But it almost is like I have so much to say and I've taken out all the bad parts of me, and I have a lot to say, and a lot of you are going to be able to listen to it too.
하늘 담아드릴게요 나 들으면서 자각하게 real 나가면은 나왔어 이게 내 좌우명 할 거는 나오면 살아 shit
I want to pause there because I know the reaction I did from Break the Silence. He says he's not always who he appears to be, and he feels this pressure of always being what I would describe as a mood maker, but always happy and excited. And we know that's like the reality for everybody, right? You can't always be that person. I always wonder that when I see people at work or at school who are just so loud and bubbly and just always energized, and I'm like, man, they probably crash at home, and it's just natural to be like that. And how he just said, you know, I don't wear a mask, which is kind of, there's a pun with it now because we all have to wear masks. I just thought that was interesting because maybe at that time he was like, I don't wear a mask, I am who I am. The reality is, like, it's hard to be the same person through all parts of your life anyway.
모두의 수박이 되고 난 그걸 깨기 위해 그동안 미루면 피나는 노력이 결실음은 작동조차가 없었다 호감 걸레 몸으로 보가 폼다 폭발 verse라 쳐도 호감 잠못 있게 해요 몰리게 해요 내 팬들도 모두 다 걸리게 해요 헤이러들에겐 또 쏠리게 해 인과 응보 이제 뿌린 대로 걷어 혹평은 날 숙이게 하거면 욕들을 먹으면 고바로 소화시켜 다 똥으로 싸지를 거야 많은 몬스타 나 원하는 대로 값쳐 내 걸린 대로 고가 애초에 상대가 안돼네 육체의 팔자 아래 다 걸리적거리는 가래 내 나이답게 두 땅에 내 팬들이 깃터준 대로 이제 사뿐이지를 봐봐
It's almost like a shout out to Army, like way early on, and I'm guessing because this was his first solo track that this came out probably a long time ago. I don't know the year. If you know the year, no, actually I do know the year. It's 2015. So even then he was already thinking Army, which is great.
형제들과의 노력대로 너 곁에야 입신양면 One person 닦고 들어라 이 person It's so wet 분위기 like 영래 모두 다 즐겨라 이 person 이곳에 분위기 like
I didn't know that was going to happen. So I was just reading through some of Dual Sets, and I kind of saved you the experience of me just sitting here reading it. And I was really interested in the watermelon part because I think when I think of a watermelon, you think of like something that's inside that's just like so juicy and it's like messy on the inside. But on the outside, you know, you just kind of get this bright green but like bland looking thing that you like wouldn't eat. You know, I've always thought about it even since I was little. You know, this idea of like somebody somewhere decided to try and eat that to see if it was edible, right? To see if it was was good. Dulce had mentioned that it was like an idiom where you might try and lick the outside of a watermelon and you're like, ah, yeah, I don't like that. But the reality is like everything from a watermelon is like on the inside. And I guess that could also carry over to BTS, right? You know, this idea of the rind of a watermelon, you know, depending on its size, is probably 1.5 inches or so deep. And sometimes people have this shallow understanding of who BTS is, and probably in this case, who J-Hope is. And if you judge them based on that, probably those idealistic characteristics of who they are, what they look like, how their music might sound, but not realizing there's so much into their music, the videos, storylines, the things they do behind the scenes. I think it's all just great. So I think that was my favorite part of the song because it just tied into BTS as well, and I kind of expanded that and made a little connection with myself when I was a lot younger. You know, when I sat down and tried to plan out what this episode would be like or where I would start with his music, because naturally I could have just done one verse and Boy Meets Evil all together and then got into the Hope World Mixtape. It kind of actually worked out well because I like both songs and I feel like they flow together well. And I'm excited to continue, you know, diving deep into J-Hope and his music and learn more about him through some documentaries and probably these funny compilation videos about him as well. So if you're still here with me, go ahead and crush that like button for this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so that you're alerted to when new videos come out. Thanks for joining me. I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. And as Jimmy says, you nice. Keep going.